editing this part out too.
Oh my God, I hope so.
Hi, Badass Body Workers. Today we have Elise Wandering Hummingbird back on the show to talk about dating as a body worker.
I've been this year, I have decided that I'm going to date in earnest, try and find a boyfriend, that kind of thing. Because I've been single for like 3.5 years after my like 5.5 to 8 year relationship thing. And so I went on the apps like everyone has to these days because like where am I going to find someone? I can't find someone in the treatment room. I can't find somebody that works for me because I'm the boss. I can't find people that I teach because yet again, like I'm the teacher. Like there's all these power differentials that I'm just like constantly aware of because I also teach ethics. And so it's like there's not really, and then like I go out to concerts and stuff, but I'm also always worried about if I go up to someone and say, "Hey, you're good looking. Are you single?" If they're actually going to tell me the truth.
Have you
So we
tried?
go to the I've gone to a lot of friend fairs this year. One of them I actually went with one of the guys that I'm seeing, but that was a whole thing because I found out halfway through the weekend that he actually had a girlfriend.
That's just dating in general, not even like as a massage therapist, but just in general these days.
So one of the guys I was dating has like fallen out of the picture this last week. He's a sober bartender, lots of trauma, all this sort of stuff, and he was very avoidant. I just remember because like I think as me, I like to like take care of people. I like to like pursue people. I like to talk to people, all that sort of stuff. In the last couple of years, I've really been working on like if people don't reach out to me first, I don't reach out to them. Letting them come to me, letting people, and this is friends, this is clients, this is like all of the above, because like see how they show up. So it was his birthday this last weekend, and I said, happy birthday, and he didn't respond. And I was like, all right, yeah, he's definitely out of the picture. And then I looked up his thing, and he had updated his Tinder profile.
Oh, you gotta love it when they do that.
And I was just like, wow, okay. One of my favorite Tinder profile updates ever is I went on a date with a guy who works for the Seattle Times, and he's a sports reporter. So this might be enough information to find him. We went on a date, and then now and I told him about the World Massage Championship. And so I've actually swiped across him again. This was like a year ago when we went on this date. I've swiped across him again, and he has now put his dream job as being a massage competition like body, like a judge for a massage competition.
I mean, that does sound like a great dream job, actually.
I like being a judge. I like it when we actually get to receive the massages instead of just watching them. And there are certain competitions where you actually get to receive them more, like usually as like the third round. Anyway, I'm happy to report that I actually I've been going on dates and that sort of stuff with a guy for like a month now, and like we're getting along, and we've actually made some plans for him to come down and see me in Mexico in February. So I'm kind of excited.
I've dated in other countries as well. Well, I say countries, like I've dated in Mexico, and it's such a different vibe. I've been coming across this meme lately since Halloween is upon us. The dating scene just kind of reminds me of this meme, like clients after you give them your price and then they just ghost.
I don't like being ghosted. Like when I'm done with a guy, I'm like, thank you so much for your time and attention. I will no longer be pursuing this connection. It's simple, it's clean. Like nobody has to worry about like, oh, did they mean to ghost me? Did they get busy? Are they going to contact me later? Actually, I called one of them out on it the other day. Somebody that had ghosted me like a month ago. I texted him just randomly and I was like, I know you were white and pale, but I didn't realize you were a ghost.
Damn, you went in with an insult too. You went in. Speaking of burns, have accumulated some really juicy stuff so we can react to those. I came across this earlier this morning and thought it was perfect, but stop romanticizing emotionally unavailable idiots. And I am happily seeing somebody right now. We've been seeing each other for a year. And he told me yesterday, totally understand why most women just don't want to date these days. Why the fuck would they downgrade? Why? I'm like, exactly. Why would we downgrade? There is absolutely yeah, no, we're not interested in that. Actually, so before we get to the screenshots, I wanted to read this incoming post and badass body workers. Have you ever dealt with male clients canceling future appointments or stopping coming altogether after starting new romantic relationships with other people, obviously not the massage therapist? It's so aggravating to me, especially when progress is being made toward the client's overall physical goals. This kind of screams jealousy to me or insecure attachment on the client's partner. What do you think?
Honestly, I've noticed it in men and women where they get occupied, they get busy, and then they don't really continue to care about their body. They're so into their partner that working out, taking care of themselves, reaching their like goals, all that sort of stuff. Now, if the client had said, "I'm sorry, I can't see you anymore," or something like that, I think it would have screamed more about an insecure attachment style on the part of like the person who's like the partner to the one giving a massage. But to me, it just sounds like they got swept up and they're not taking time for themselves anymore.
They need to be offering their partner a couples massage. Like, come in, baby. Like, let me take care of us both.
Yeah. How about we go get a couples massage? I'll make sure that like I pay for it. And then like it's just, yeah, I think that sounds great.
Okay, y'all. I totally meant for our faces to be in the side panel, but we can go ahead and still see it though. But this one says it's a message from a client to the therapist. I need a massage. Maybe we'll hang out. I'll pay you to massage me. Hee hee. Even though you should just do it for free. Tongue sticky out the face. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is infuriating. It's like such expectation right off the bat, and then it's a directive, like you do what I tell you to do directive. I can't stand that type of pattern in men. Would you be down for that? Because I already go to one. Might because I work out a lot and they really help, and we can smoke while you give me a massage, baby, cheer me up. You met me, your life's about to change the next day, or maybe the next day. Good morning, Nina. I hope your week has gotten better. The next day, hey Nina, like obviously read the fucking room, dude. What do you think about men like this? At least the entitled men that we just want to work for free every single day.
Unless he's already started paying my bills, paying for my cell phone bill. Wait, not even then does he deserve my time for free. Like it's it just boggles my mind because the thing is like I love giving away massage for free. But if there's an expectation that I'm going to give it to somebody, that instantly is just like I'm good.
Yeah, entitlement turns me off. And like you, I'm a very nurturing person. Like acts of service is my love language. And sometimes that is massage. And I offer it to people. Like if I want to do it, then I will bless you with it. But if you are coming at me with expectation, my God, the entitlement to that person was a little.
But baby, you're so lucky. I'm in your life now. I'm going to totally take you out to McDonald's at least once a week.
So this says things I've learned from guys on Tinder after telling them I'm a massage therapist. Number 1, oh my God, can he come over and fix my back tonight? Number 2, I'm amazing at massage. Let me give you a massage. You'll be amazed. Number 3, oh. Number 4, come to my house and massage me after work. You got to love the demands. And it's not even a question, it's a demand. I won't come to your work because I'm more comfortable at home. For fuck's sake. Why do people think it's some great privilege to give them a massage? What's y'all's experience been with dating as a massage therapist? There was 324 comments on this. I picked out a few that were kind of relevant to talk about. Just saying.
When men ask if I can massage them, I reply, "Do you want a date or a massage? You can't have both." Ooh, yeah. This next one is what I get the most is, "Ooh, you want to trade?"
Do you actually say the last line? Not unless you got credentials, bro. Because at least I know you, mama, and I know you like to barter with anybody.
No, dude. Like my thing is, "Oh, you want to trade?" And I was like, unfortunately, that would not be of a fair exchange value. You can trade me some money. You can trade me like one of them wanted me to trade him a massage for a flight to Norway. That would have been pretty fair in my opinion.
I mean, I probably would have taken them up on that offer as well. I've traded with a couple of male massage therapists right off the bat that, you could tell there was, some attraction there. And it's nice because they understand how to compartmentalize. And, we ended up not, pursuing anything with each other, but it was great to be able to kind of see ahead of time if we were to date what our body work styles would have been like. Okay, here's some of the other things that people have heard. Oh, so you got some great hand work. I bet your hands are so strong. I'll be your practice body.
I hate that one. Everyone you run into, I'll be your practice buddy. Is like, unless I'm in school, I already own a practice.
Right. And this next one, I'll be your best free client. No, I'll use my friends and my colleagues as free clients and get some social media footage out of it, but absolutely not. When men ask if I can massage them, I reply, do you want a date or a massage? You can't have both. Oh, I think we already got that one.
I'm glad I don't have to worry about this. I would get ugly real fast. I'd probably say most guys last as long as they do in bed. I need more than a 10-minute massage.
That's the best comment so far. For real. You want me to give you an hour massage and you can't even massage my neck for 5 minutes, much less anything else for longer than that? Nah, I'm good.
Yeah. I don't put my occupation on dating apps anymore for that reason. I was so over guys matching just for a happy ending. My other one that I always use is if you ask for a happy ending, I'll tell you your parents loved you when you were a child at the end of your massage. just lean over and whisper in there. Your
I'll
parents
tell you what
really did love you.
with the present father in your life.
Yeah. Like your mom really didn't sleep with someone else.
So this next one, my boyfriend cries and moans I don't give him a massage. I'll tell him I don't work for free unless he wants to pay a bill that's $90 or higher. For real, pay the bills, you get free body work.
I out my job down on a dating site where I get my clients from. Geez, and no, I do not do happy endings. Honestly, I literally just stopped using Tinder and everything because I hate telling guys what I do. I stopped putting it on my dating profile. Luckily, the evening I graduated massage school, my boyfriend at the time slapped a ring on it, and now he's my husband. Oh my God.
I'll lock this down before she starts massaging men all day.
So, of course, clients come in. Sometimes they talk about what's going on for them. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they want to know what's going on for me. Like, I might regale them with like very like light dating stories. Nothing too juicy. But it's one of those things that every once in a while I have a friend or I have a client, they're like, oh my God, I love living vicariously through dating. Because I've been going on 4 to 8 dates a week with all different men this whole summer. They're like, oh my God, like I just love this. Like I want to do this. And I was like, no, 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 no. If you have a good partner and it's not like physical or mental abuse, like please do the work and take care of it. Please. Like, don't just like get rid of your partner because you want to like have 4 or 8 dates a week. Like that this is not it's not good out here. Don't do it.
Well, it's exhausting. It's a lot of emotional labor that goes into dating and getting to know somebody who is just trying to put their best foot forward. Well, not all the time. This first comment to the bloody hell, I was like, okay, this person is from England. Obviously, they have the same issues as we do in America with struggling on the dating scene. This last one's really good too. I always find that men say they can give me a really good massage, and I just cannot because I'm super picky with professionals who work on me. So I sure as hell don't want a massage from somebody who's untrained. For real, like I'm so picky with who I let touch me. And this really gets me too because it's like or whenever I was on the dating app, you could take me out for a date that costs less than 20 bucks or so, whatever. Let's go grab a coffee or smoothie, walk around the park. Or you can client zone yourself and pay me a couple $100. And if you don't send me referrals and write me reviews, I am definitely not going to give you like time of day.
Had some people that have actually decided just to be clients. Honestly, I've also had people this summer that I went out on dates and they're like, you're amazing, you're awesome, I'd love to be your friend, but I'm not what you're looking for. Mm-hmm. I like the fact that I've gotten to the point in dating where I can be so direct and so blunt that like within the first 2.5 hour walk, because normally what I do is I take them on walks, like just along the lake. I bring my dog, we might get coffee, something like that. But by the end of the 2.5 hours, they're like, oh my God, you're really cool. Oh my God, you're so much. Oh my God, I don't want to be what you need. And I'm just like, hey, that works.
You're like, it's okay. It's not my first rodeo at hearing that.
What, Dove Camera? If you think I'm too much, baby, go find less.
Well, speaking of too much, we have several more comments here. And then we're going to watch a couple of videos too that I found online. This one says, most men relate massages to sex. Unfortunately, that's true. And I don't know how many fucking times that I've heard, which is every single time, by the way, men say, my love language is touch. No shit, you're a man. You don't need to tell me that. I know your love language is touch. It comes with the territory.
Let's be real honest. Like, love languages, it's not like we just have one. Like, we literally all have different levels of all of them. And oh God, it just kills me whenever people are sitting and thinking that, like, they can say that touch is their main love language. I had a guy who took me to Redwoods say, oh, my love language is a touch, and that's how I really fill up my cup. And I just look at him and I'm like, oh, that's nice. I think he got like cuddles from me like once or twice on that whole trip.
I always swipe left. If a man says like touches my love language on their profile, I just swipe left because they're trying to come off as emotionally intelligent, but really they're just making it glaringly obvious that sex is the first priority that they're gonna make, which is what this first post says. Like, so Elise just lit a really cool candle.
Yeah. It's called newly signed divorce papers. God, freedom.
Right?
It's really funny because like one of her other candles I was looking at was gray sweatpants.
Yes, that would be a great candle for Josh Johnson. Now that is somebody I would date. That's
No, no.
telling you to check out. And if you haven't seen him, anyone listening, oh my God, he is bringing such a new, fresh vibe to comedy, and it's just incredible. And he's from Louisiana too.
So it's funny. One of my friends actually ended up going to a comedy show and went on a date with the comedian. Like, I mean, this was like a sold out show, like super big show. And then they didn't really talk a whole lot. And then she went off and had a relationship and now she's pregnant. And then like he came back into town and he was like, I want a relationship with you. And she was like, I'm pregnant. And he was like, what? Like, he's like, this is not what I like, because what do guys just think that like everything stops whenever they leave? Like, is that what we're thinking, that like if object impermanence?
Men think a lot of things. Like in this top one right here, most men relate massage to sex. It's insanely annoying. What they tell you when they tell you what you do for a living, they make it all sexual questions and somehow making it relate to their job or see how they like it. Like, you're a banker, so you cash checks all day. I bet you do. I'll give you a check to cash. How about I let you balance my checkbook for me and put me on a budget after work? I feel weird going to banks. I'd rather you do it at the house. So I'm an LMT and licensed dating coach. When I was dating 2 years ago, it was a major challenge. I got creepy moments. I remained kind, but was very clear that wasn't a cool response. I educated them on how unglamorous it was, and it was very hard work. I am a healer. It was amazing how their tone changed. 95% of them apologized for their response, part nerves, partly trying to be cool. You know, the man I see, I think is secretly waiting around for me to be like, hey, babe, would you like a massage? Because he will never ask me. But I think secretly he's always hoping that I offer it because he never fails. Yes, yes. He just jumps right on it like a desperate puppy. It's so cute.
I bet he's really just waiting for you and me forehand.
Don't do this to me right now. I promise we'll record a video about the awkward tandem massage one day. It's so great.
It wasn't awkward. We did a great job.
This lady says, if you're in the dating world seriously looking for your person, don't lie about what you do. Understand that not everyone is educated on what you do and may be nervous. The right one won't be a douche, I promise. I mean, she's right. The right one won't be a douche, but I've honestly, I don't think there's any point in really, I guess, educating these men. A part of me just, I don't want to be in the mother role. I don't want to be in the therapist role, but my career, it's like, okay, I really care about how my industry is perceived. Now I have to educate him. And now I'm in the lecturing teacher role, and it's just exhausting, having to train people? Is it really our, like, how much is it our responsibility to coddle these people and to teach them be better at gaslighting? It's just a joke.
See, I don't really get exhausted from teaching. It's something that actually fills my cup up a lot. And I always lean towards teaching versus like just blocking someone. And I understand that that's not for everyone. So like whenever I like sit and talk to people, oh, this is actually how I would handle it. I'm never saying you just blocking that person or you just not giving that person the time of day. I'm never saying like, hey, that was a bad plan. I would have done it differently. I would have done it differently, but that's just because I think I have a lot of
Patience.
sure, patience, but like I really enjoy it. I enjoy whenever I see something shift, if I can see something shift. But just recently, one of the people that work for me, she has a client that like had moved out of town, and he messaged and he was just like, hey, like, yes, I want a massage from you, but really I just want to hang out with you. You're gorgeous, you're awesome. And the thing is she's happily married. And she's been seeing this client for like 10 years or something like that. And he's never been inappropriate with her, anything like that. And he's like, really, I just want to hang out with you because you're so beautiful. And her immediate reaction was just to block. And the thing is like for her, that was the right decision. In my mind, I would have been like, hey, I don't know if you understand like how wrong what you just did is. The fact that like we had a good client and relationship, the fact that like I'm not going to do anything against my husband, the fact that I'm not going to do anything against my profession, just like going into what it really means. I mean, I like doing that. I can't understand people thinking of it as just like, why should I have to train somebody? I don't feel like I should have to train men on asking me how I am. That's what I don't feel like. Very frequently, I'll be like sitting and chit-chatting on the dating apps. I try and meet them within a day because I don't want to pen pal. Fuck that. If I wanted a pen pal, I'd be dating someone in Europe. And so, two, whenever I'm asking them questions and they're not asking me any questions, my question to them is, do you feel like you're good at conversations? And then one of my other questions is, hey, do you have any questions for me? There's this guy that I'm thinking about seeing that basically has been a friend for a long time. The other day he was like, hey, we should hang out Monday. And I was like, are you ready for some snark? And he was like, yes, always, not always, but yes. And I was just like, thank you so much for asking how I'm doing. It makes me really feel seen and appreciated whenever you ask me how my day and how my week was. He hadn't. And so, but he's like 34 years old and like he has, like he's dated, he's been in long-term partnerships. I'm like, why can't you just fucking start the conversation with like, hey, how you doing? It's so cliche, but it's such a basic.
Right. Make just a little bit of effort. We should not have to be begging for bare minimum and settling for breadcrumbs. It's unacceptable. This next person says, I'm glad I'm married now so I can stop worrying about this shit. For real. Another comment, it's always, I'll let you massage me. Like, what the fuck? I seriously touch naked people all day long. Why do I want to do that when I get home for free? You're not special. I'll just say, yes, I can help you with that, but I'm expensive.
Yeah. No, so if within the first date somebody's just like, oh yeah, I do have back pain, or yeah, I have this. Like I let them slide a little bit, but like if they come out and they start making happy ending jokes, I'm automatically going into teacher mode. And if I'm teaching you, you are no longer in my dating realm. Let's say I've been on like 100 dates this summer, which is probably a little less than that. 100 different dates. There's maybe 10 men that weren't inappropriate about massage, didn't ask for a massage, didn't do anything. Like 1 out of 10, like 10% able to like respect my profession. Horrible stats. And the thing is this is me being picky online. This is me only over 6 foot. This is me only people that have really good jobs. Like this is me being picky, and it's still out of that is only 10%.
These men really know how to cock block themselves for real.
I'm swiping when I'm going through things. Like for every probably like 50 swipes, I might swipe right once. And it's if they have a very good job, if they're tall enough. I used to date short kings. I have nothing against short kings. I love you guys out there. It's fine. But I dated short kings for so long that I'm at this point, I'm like, you have to be over 6 foot to ride this ride.
I'm going to have to pull up the video of Leslie Jones, the comedian on Jimmy Fallon's show, where Jimmy Fallon showed her a hand-drawn sketch of what her soulmate was supposed to look like. Her reaction to it was the fucking best.
I listened to, you had a medium maybe, or psychic?
Yes.
But what they do is they see who your soulmate is and they draw them.
Yeah, man, did you get the picture?
Yes, I
Please
did.
tell me you got it, because I want this audience to see this. Now, does this look like the man that can handle my caresses? Is this look like the man that's gonna survive any type of night with me?
Yeah.
No.
What are you talking about? I like
Please
that.
leave my Amazon package on the step and get the off my porch.
That's not who that is. That is your soulmate.
That's not my damn soulmate.
Look at this guy.
And let me tell you something. Who believe in soulmates anyway? Who out here believe in soulmates? Grow up.
Only one person.
And you know what? Santa Claus ain't real.
Hey, what is going on right now?
Okay. We have a couple more of these comments to get through, and then we'll get on with the videos. I got a lot of cheesy, perverted pickup lines as soon as I told them what I did and would shut it down. Then a guy messaged me and we began chatting. He asked what I did and I told him, and he said, "That's awesome. I bet that's tough work." He didn't ask for a massage. He didn't make a sexual joke about it. We had our first date that week, and now we've been together for 5 years. I wanted to include some of the endearing stuff, and this is true. You know, one of my favorite boyfriends I ever had back in my early teens, I would never tell people what I did. And I decided I would tell this one dude. He was from New York, and I told him what I did. And he said, "Oh my God, my cousin's a massage therapist. I have heard some shit about what y'all go through." And I was just like, oh, this man immediately knew. He didn't try and be condescending. He didn't try and make jokes. He validated the fact that I have really tough work, like really, really tough work. The next one says, "I honestly try not to mention what I do for a living so quickly now because women do it as well. It's tough dating while being a therapist. Here, here." Definitely shout out to the men. Yeah, I'm sure y'all go through some shit too.
See, what's so funny is when I'm on the apps, if I see a guy that's a massage therapist, I'm just like,
therapist. So like you're not like a not therapist.
yeah, like I'm actually interested, but like if I don't, so in Seattle, there are a lot of massage therapists. It is a very well saturated area, but I do still feel like I know a lot of the people here. So whenever I like swipe and it's somebody that says they're a licensed massage therapist, but I've never met them before in any kind of capacity, I'm kind of like, okay, so where do you work? Where are you from? So I dated a massage therapist this year, and man, was it a fucking train wreck. He's never had a long-term girlfriend, and I know exactly why. We went out on one date, and he was eating food off of someone else's plate that had left early. Not that was at our table. I'm talking about someone at a different table. He was like, "Oh, pretzel bites. I'll just go over and grab those." I'm just like, I'm out. So like he didn't make any happy endings or inappropriate jokes. I actually ended up getting him a job at the spa. I used to like help run.
From pretzel bites to okay, this person says, "My teacher literally wrote our ethics book, and she said she would never massage dates. It was a boundary that she was never willing to cross. When she was clear and upfront about that, she said she would most be okay with it, but if they weren't, then bye." Several other therapists that I know buy their significant other gift certificates to see other therapists. For real, I used to tell people, if you really need a massage, my staff is incredible. You're absolutely going to love XYZ. She specializes in deep tissue. Let's get you on her books. If he doesn't book, then he really doesn't need a massage that bad, especially if he can't respect my recommendation to give him a chance to go out with me and get his goals met. You could tell that they're using that as an ulterior motive. It's the same when you're a chef. "Hey, come and cook for me." Reading this makes me wonder, why do I learn massage therapy? After massage, I'll cook them a 3-star dinner. Be sure to do the dishes too. I told a guy massage was a perk he had to work for. He flipped out and then blocked me. Lots of the same experiences. The entitlement of some people, I swear. People act like we constantly need practice, as if the 30 people we see a week isn't enough. Bitch, pay me and I'll touch you. Once I was talking to someone about scheduling a massage, and I was offered a trade because they have been told they give great massages. Like, no, this isn't a music festival. This is my living.
Can we pause real quick? 30 clients a week? What the fuck? That's so many clients a week. Unless I'm doing 30-minute sessions, 30 clients a week is insane.
Right. I don't think this person was, I think that was a bit of an exaggeration probably. And if it's not, I hope your body feels really, really good right now and you're taking fantastic care of yourself, because that is warrior mode shit for me. Dating is nearly impossible. As most of us attached massage therapists know, partners rarely get free massages. You should have a massage only dating site. Ooh, that's a new one. At least that way it's clear from the start that neither is getting any massages. That's a good idea though. Or maybe a bad idea. Who knows? Maybe someone should start one. The best comeback I have is, if I touch you, I gotta charge you. This works great when you meet somebody and they're like, I got this crick in my neck. Can you check it out? For real? Like, okay, pay me. And after hours fee too. I bluntly point out that unless you've been trained, then you could seriously damage someone. That usually stops them in their tracks. Sanctimonious morons. So that's true too, because guys don't even give great massages, even if they've been told they have good hands. Like, they just automatically assume that they just need to go as deep as they possibly can and force their entire body weight into one little tiny pinpointed area. No bueno.
So I've dated massage therapists before, and I always end up teaching them too. Like, I feel like I'm forever in teacher mode. I don't like, there's so few people that I can go to for a massage where I can just like let myself go. Like, where I'm not like, hey, can you do the intercostal work? Oh, you've never done intercostal work before? Well, you just sit and hold, like, there's so few people that I can just show up and I can just be a client. I actually had a massage therapist come out and like stay with me this last year, and we were like talking and kind of dating kind of thing, and I ended up having to teach him. And then like we're sitting and he's just like, oh, do I get paid for me giving you a massage? Because he also like was working for me for a little bit. And I was like, honey, I just gave you a continuing education class and you want me to pay you? Okay, all right.
I don't understand reciprocal energy,
It didn't last.
This person says, I just tell people that I'm a therapist. Just leave out the word massage and just say therapist. That probably will weed out the same undesirables. So that's a pretty good one as well.
They'll probably ask for free therapy. They'll be like, my mother didn't love me.
Oh, good. Then you can know what their red flags are and childhood traumas are right off the bat and see if that's something you want to deal with. The inputs I put in my bio, don't ask me for a massage. And if my messages don't read right, it's because it's talk to text. My hands fucking hurt. People thought it was funny. That's what I do. All the grammar errors is like, sorry, it's talk to text. I only exclusively date other massage therapists. They got to be able to match me. I'm married to another massage therapist. I'm glad it worked out to that point.
That's so nice.
Right? I've seen this in experiences in my own personal life. My ex didn't like the idea of me massaging men. He eventually came to the conclusion that I was a professional and became okay with it. He never, however, was okay with me getting a massage from a man. He was convinced that the men massaging me were usually thinking of sex while working on me. I mean, men think about sex the majority of the day, but still, that's controlling. Like, I don't like that type of behavior. I'm not going to sit there and overanalyze it, but that's extremely insecure attachment for sure. Not a psychologist, by the way. I just read a lot of self-help stuff. And this last one is, I met my husband online. My profile said I was a massage therapist, and it helped me weed out the weirdos. My husband was one of the few that said nothing about it till our first date, and they never asked me for one until we moved in. Been together going on 7 years, married 2.5, and he's gotten a full body massage maybe 8 or 10 times. So basically, gentlemen, if you want to receive a massage, don't ask for one. Don't be entitled. Don't be rude. Don't be condescending. Don't expect one, because we're nurturers by nature, and we will probably, some of us will end up offering, it's ridiculous.
Or date, if you're gonna date us, like, yeah, definitely don't ask for one, don't do all these things. And then if you do want to get one from like us specifically, schedule it like a fucking client. Like, go online and do the online booking. And that's only if your partner is actually willing to take your money, because I know some therapists that their ethics prevent them from taking money for massage from the person they're dating. For me, it's an order of operations thing. Like, if you and me are dating, and then like 3 months in, like you book a massage, I'm willing to massage you because we were dating first and then the other. But I know some other people who do that teach ethics, that they're like, no, if they're dating, they can never pay you. So I'm actually really curious what people would say in the comments, like, comments or anything else like that. Which side of the ethics are you on? Is it an order of operations thing, or is it if you're, related to me in any way like that, you don't pay?
For me, I think it's kind of how you met. Did you meet with the client booking with you first, or did you meet at a networking event? And then for me, it's reciprocal energy. I'm not going to sit there and tell my partner, you have to do XYZ for me. But for example, the first time I ever gave my partner a massage, I looked at my PayPal account the next day and there was an extra $250 in it. And I was like, oh, he's a keeper. This person says, whenever, your massage therapist dating and on the apps, this person says that one of the comments they receive a lot is not even a hi, but straight into how much for a massage. Oh my God, yes. I've had to take it off of any dating profile, even just talking to new people. I don't like telling them because it almost always leads to something weird, annoying comment. I don't know why, but athletes seem to be the worst. So many of them act like the privilege of you touching their body is payment enough. Ugh, celebrities too. We're all humans. Like, it is not, it's a privilege to spend my time nurturing people, but if you act entitled, I'm not gonna let you be a succubus. After a breakup, they always accuse me of sleeping with the male clients. I appreciate you think I have that type of energy, but grow up. My personal favorite is the spray bottle, and it just says no. Just had an ex from high school DM me wanting to come over at 11 p.m. tonight, red flag, to get a massage and help me relax. I haven't seen you in 26 years, no thanks. And 3:30 this morning, I got a text from a guy wanting a massage right after. And then for his wife, I'm not a sex worker, sir. This ain't Burger King. You can't have it your way. Oh my God. Also, don't be responding to people outside of business hours. It was fun reading through all the posts and having to decide which comments were good reading. There were some gems in there for sure.
Like, I read these comments and I resonate with them so much. Like, all of these things have happened to me. They've all happened in like the last 2 months. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. I did enjoy dating another massage therapist. I always have had this like fantasy of dating another massage therapist, and then we travel around the world teaching our massage, and we can take care of each other and all that sort of stuff. And hasn't happened yet, but we'll see what happens. Hi, Kevin.
Posted in one of the groups, and it was from somebody who found somebody's profile on, I think, Bumble or Tinder. And this person,
this is Tinder.
Thanks, Elise. Thanks for clarifying. Okay.
You're welcome.
So this person says, wow, who would have thought that Tinder as a business marketing platform? I had to share this creative marketing idea with other massage therapists looking for success. So this is a sarcasm, but you can see right here, Kevin's abs. So his profile says, I'm a 38-year-old firefighter from South Bay looking to build my massage business with some new clients. Ladies get their first 90 minutes totally free and then only $60 for the next 90 minutes after. That's a great deal. But
he really needs to post what he is for men too, like equal opportunity here.
The comment section and the massage groups are going wild. People say good for him. He's probably has a lot of sex and making good tips. Sex sells, but really shouldn't be used in our industry. I had another massage therapist on Instagram comment my business account that I posted a hot pic of myself. It wasn't intended as such, and I still can't see why he would think so. I have a zero tolerance policy in my practice, and social media should reflect that. So he got a lecture about appropriateness of his comment. I can't imagine having to use a Tinder strategy to gain clients. I guess it wasn't legit giving the platform. And there were some other comments in here too. I don't have them on the screen because it was easier to copy and paste into my notes. So some of the other comments is from Kevin's post, I don't want pervs hitting on me. Sexualizing massage is not a good thing for the industry. Go work bachelorette parties as a stripper, dude. For real, you make good money. Know where your zone of genius is. If he has to give away free massages to build his practice, then it's a true sign of desperation, not a thriving business. Does anyone here only charge $60 for a 90-minute massage? Even if this was ethical, it's obviously not getting him to a place where anyone on this page wants to be financially. P.S. What a douche. Is he looking for a client or a date? I'm confused. Ethics much? Maybe he's having a hard time being a male therapist. I wouldn't know why he'd offer free sessions to start his business. People would just take the free session and move along. for strategy in the long term. So unprofessional, pathetic to do that. Looks like an escort hiding behind the label of massage. And that irritates the shit out of me because I have screenshots upon screenshots of people in the Austin area advertising themselves as massage therapists, and they're totally in bikini pics, and it's just so fucking frustrating. Even in the massage groups, the professional groups, people are still offering those types of inappropriate services, and it's like, first of all, wrong target market. We're all massage therapists. Why the fuck would we? Second of all, this is illegal. It's putting everyone else in my industry in danger too, because they could come across it. It's so gross.
I have a massage therapy group that I've been running for a while, and we're at like 2,000 or 3,000 members, something like that. If I let in everyone, it would be a fucking like 10,000 member group, and I would have so many happy ending postings on there. Because I cannot tell you, it's like 5 a day of like these women that are scantily clad that don't have where they went to massage school, anything else like that.
This video is a little long. She's an influencer who went on a date with her massage therapist. She starts off the first part of the video about just going in for a massage, and they signed her up for a membership. So this was probably at Massage Envy or Heights or something. I am going to skip to some of the parts. She's booking her appointment, and this is the first thing that irritated me, but she is funny. Overall, I did like this video. We're just here to critique a couple of things.
One of the executives asked me to go ahead and book one of his massages for that afternoon. And I was like, okay, cool. So I called the massage parlor.
Massage parlor?
I wish the general public would stop using this outdated word from the time of stewardesses. Please stop. We hate this word. It is no bueno. Okay, so this next part is where she had a reaction of what her therapist looked like.
Said you're gonna be having your massage with, we'll name him Chris, okay? So on my appointment confirmation, it said, you know, reminder, your appointment's coming up on this date with Chris so-and-so for this type of massage. I don't even know why I didn't even fucking think about the fact that, like, yes, obviously they're a male massage therapist, but like, I did not take that into consideration when I said anybody, you know what I mean? Like, I tried not to speak out about it. I was like, whatever, this is someone's profession. Like, don't even think too much into it. Fast forward, I get through my work day, and right after is my appointment for my massage. I take off from my building, I head to the massage place, I go inside, they sit me in the waiting room, and, you know, they give you tea and, you know, just stuff to relax. And so I was sitting there, I was reading a book, I was drinking tea, and I had a good, like, 10-15 minutes before my appointment. Finally.
So shout out to Nikki for making it to her appointment on time, because most people will get there right at the appointment time, and then we have to cut your appointment short. So at least Nikki is very punctual.
I was the last person in the waiting room, and I see this guy approach the glass door, and the glass door is like frosted, so you can't like see directly into it. You could just see like someone's silhouette. He like walked up to the door and put his hand on the handle, but he was like talking to someone else. So he stood there for a good minute. So I'm like trying to see him through the frost in the fucking glass, and I'm like, oh my God, like just by the sound of his voice, I could tell that he was young, like young. Immediately my heart starts beating so fast. He's got blonde hair, he's kind of skinny, he's a little bit taller than me, and he's very calm. Like the way he talked was very calm. And so he opens the door and he was like, are you Nikki? And I said, yeah. And he goes, hi, my name is Chris. You know, I'm gonna be your massage therapist today. You know that moment where like you're standing with someone and like you see each other for the first time and you're like, oh wow, oh wow. Like it was one of those moments. Like, yeah, he could not have been older than 22, 23 max, okay? He was very, very young. I'm over here 19, and so we're like in each other's age. I had never had a massage therapist that close to my age before. So I'm like looking at him and I'm like, it's you? It's you? Oh my God. I follow him back.
Yeah, she's definitely very attracted.
I just like pull the blankets over me and I'm like laying, you know, in the little circle like this, and I'm just like staring at the floor like, bitch, this man's about to come in here and rub all over your body. I start thinking all types of shit. Did I shave?
Did I shave?
Did I shave my legs? Do I have lotion on? Oh my God. Like I just start like,
This is such an example of clients just absolutely worrying about the stupidest shit that we don't care about. But I did like the circle part. You put your face in the circle. I am gonna put the link to the original video too, so y'all can watch the whole thing. I know I'm skipping around. Nikki is a great storyteller. She's very beautiful. She's definitely pretty engaging.
he starts doing his job, and He, has some essential oils going on in there. He starts playing the music and he starts getting to work. So he starts on one side and he goes from my arm down to my feet. I don't know what it was, but like I just felt like he was taking extra time on certain areas. Like he was taking a lot of time on my thighs and he was taking a lot of time on my feet and just like really getting in there. And I was like, okay, maybe, like maybe he knows what I need. I don't know.
Girl, you know what? You know exactly what that man need and want. Sounds like he was doing blow me strokes or something at a franchise, which is not typical. So this is kind of red flaggy behavior for me personally for this massage therapist.
I mean, the client is red flaggy as fuck for me. Like, she is being more triggering than anything else right now. Just like her being like, well, he's like working in my thighs, he's working in my feet. The thing is like, well, maybe he just knows what I need. And I'm like, dude, stop sexualizing your massage therapist. Stop sexualizing your massage therapist. I'm not saying that he doesn't have any responsibility here, but I am saying that this is like, this right here is a problem.
Well, this is the actual problem.
And I finally get up, I get dressed, and I'm like, and in my head, I'm like replaying the whole thing over and over because it was just so charged. Does that make sense? Like you could feel it. It was the vibes. Like there was something, it was very tense, okay, in that room. And I was like, is it tense because I'm making this into more, or is it tense because there really was like a little bit of a spark? Like, am I crazy?
Yeah, Nikki, you are crazy. This is called transference, and it's also called creepy behavior from your massage therapist. This is not okay at all. Charge tense sexual vibes. Well, let's see how this progresses.
Oh my God. Inappropriate.
This is a franchise as well. Like you're not supposed to be giving your number.
Whatever, I'd love to take you out sometime. I looked at him like, I fucking knew it. I knew that I wasn't tripping. I knew, bitch, you are not crazy. I leave that massage place like fucking beaming, okay? And part of me is like embarrassed because I'm like, oh my God, like he saw every part of me. Like he's all rubbing all on me and stuff. And this was weird for your massage therapist to like ask you out right after your massage. Like I was just.
Yes,
I hate this.
Not appropriate. This is the opposite of what we go through. She is on the other side of the spectrum, a client dating a therapist. So let's see what her mama has to say about this.
Okay, but real fast story, real quick. Fast story. Before I became a massage therapist, I had gotten in like 6 car wrecks, and I was getting a massage from a massage therapist on a regular basis. He was a good-looking man and had like a very hippie name. We just had really good rapport. And there was a point where I was kind of like, oh, I have a crush on this person. This was like me being a client before I was a massage therapist, before all of it. And I went, I should no longer continue to see him because this is his job. And he is like nice and pleasant to me. And we get along and all that sort of stuff because this is his job. Like, I should not put him into any uncomfortable position. And then I actually became a massage therapist. And then I was just like, good job, client. Good job, baby Elise, for not trying to like take advantage of something. Keep going with the triggering video.
This is another example of the stigma that we have to face every single day in people sexualizing us, based on our looks, based on how the dopamine or oxytocin response that they get during a massage, makes their brain clouded, they start falling for us. That happens a lot. We actually legit, some of us get marriage proposals from people like either, quote unquote joking around, but for real. I've actually had a client tell me he bought a package for me, package of 6, and he would just buy packs of 6 for me. He was my Blue Moon client, came to me all the time. My bills were paid because of him, and I ended up having to let him go. He actually fired himself because here's the thing, he was a talk therapist as well, and he knew what he was experiencing. Partly was transference and partly was inappropriate feelings, and he needed to tell me about it and fire himself as a client. And this was back in my early 20s, but he legit told me that he was in love with me. Part of that, maybe it was my fault. Maybe I did engage in too much conversation just as friends. We had a lot in common. He was a cool dude, but I was a young therapist, and sometimes talking through a service makes it feel like it goes by faster or something. I don't know. Like, I never got red flags from this dude, but he told me that he was falling for me and he understood that I probably needed to void the rest of his package. Like, he knew the consequences of it. So he fired himself and gave himself his own consequences, which was cool that I didn't have to do the emotional labor of it. But it's like, fuck, like now I'm losing a good client because this man fell for me. I probably let it happen because I didn't know any better. I didn't know how to pick up on the signs of this. I don't think he was grooming me at all or acting weird. I just think that he got in his head. But here's the thing, you only know your therapist in the context of your treatment room, not outside of it. You don't know what the hell we do whenever we're at home, or we step out the treatment room and stop listening to God, I hope nobody's listening to Enya still, and then just turn on the rap music. That's the real us, or the non-work us. You don't know us outside of our personal life. You're falling for the idea and the perception of what you think massage is, or what you think it's like to be with therapists.
And I was like, what? She goes, this sounds like a recipe for disaster. I was like, no, he was so nice, Mom. I was like, he's cute, he's nice, he's got a good job. She was like, yeah, about his job. And I was like, what? She was like, you don't think that like what he did to you, he's like doing to other girls? No.
Okay, Nikki. Let's see how your date went.
The other girl, she looks at him first, and then she looks over at me, and I'm like, me and her locked eyes in that very moment. I was like, what the fuck is this? What mess is this? Like, I could just sense it in the air. It was mess. Y'all know how shit works out for me. Y'all know when it comes to drama, it will fucking find me. Okay, I will be minding my own goddamn business. So they end up walking past, and I'm like, okay, well, I certainly knew that I did not know her or any of her funky friends. So I look over at Chris, and I'm like, well, maybe they know him. He ends up paying for the meal. We're having like the last pieces of our dessert. We're like, why? This bitch, for real, does a pretend double take. And she goes like this, Chris? Oh my god, Chris, get here.
I do like her editing style.
Can't even egg. I'm annoyed because I can read fakery all over her. Okay. Chris turns around, looks at her, and like is so cool and calm about it. And he's just like, oh, hey, Brittany, how are you? He gets up, he gives her the biggest hug, right? And he's like, oh my God, it's been forever since I've seen you. Where have you been? And she was like, oh, I ended up going to college over here. And I'm back visiting family for this and that. And he was like, oh my God. He was like, I thought I loved there. Y'all, they have a whole ass conversation just standing over our table like that. Okay. Like a whole ass conversation. And according to this conversation, they had gone back quite a ways. And then she says this. Oh my God, you're still working at so-and-so massage, huh? Chris is like, yeah, like I've been doing so great. Like I love it there. And she was like, oh my God, good. She was like, do you have any availability soon for me to come see you? And he was like, yeah, I can check my schedule. She was like, what about tomorrow? Does tomorrow work? And she just looks over at me and I'm like, okay, bitch. Okay, bitch.
Oh, so awkward, right? To sit there on any date and just have somebody come over to you and impose on you. And you're the person that's like, oh shit, these people have a history. This is so weird. And then to go a step further, knowing that you had already eyed somebody down and you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna book an appointment like right in front, can't stand the dating.
I'm dead. I'm out. There's just no, just so the thing is like him, my ex was very jealous because whenever we'd go out to eat, it was one of the few ways in Mexico that I could find clients. And so I would just sit and talk to people. Men, women didn't really matter. And I'm a friendly sort. And he's like, you just want to fuck them. And I was like, no, I just want them to pay me to touch their body. There is a difference. I was like, there's boundaries there. So like I would totally like have a conversation, like, but God, just so many levels of like, he should not have asked her out at all.
No.
He should not have done that. Like the power differential there, like all of that is just so cringe. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to clients. I'm sorry that there are unethical massage therapists out there. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry to all of us massage therapists that there are unethical clients out there. Like my heart, I wish I could just magic wand for us all to have like excellent, amazing partners in whatever we can get into. If you're poly, if you're monogamous, all of the above.
Which brings me to something in the massage humor group. If one more person says, I need a massage on this dating app, I'm quitting my job. And it got almost 400 comments. It was wild. But it's so exhausting, y'all.
Thank you so much for having me today, Rebecca. I love you bunches. I give all the love to both client and therapist out there. If you want to find me on socials, I'm wondering_hummingbird. That's on my Instagram. That's for my personal stuff, which kind of like bleeds into everything else. I facilitate breath work. I teach continuing education. I actually, down below, I have the Best of Scalp Massage. It's a 1-hour online course for the Best of Scalp Massage. This course is great for massage therapists, but it's also really good for people who, I don't know, want to give really good head massage on Tinder dates, and actually be trained enough to give to a massage therapist something that's really good. So it's really good for both massage therapists and non-massage therapists. I love you, Rebecca. I love the platform that you're building, and I'm excited to see where this goes. Thank you.
Thank you, Elise. I love the plug. We're here for it. We're totally, totally here for it. But thank you so much. We're going to keep finding some fun screenshots and reacting to things, find some cool videos. If you have any dating stories that you want to share, by all means, please send them over to me in my email in the comments below or through Facebook Messenger, and I'll be sure to feature those.